Guys, so I decided to do a December favorites. I didn't know if I was gonna do one, but I just decided to do it because I'm not gonna do a year-end favorites, just because I feel like I haven't established enough favorites to do a whole video about a year-end favorites, considering considering that I just started doing YouTube videos, I think in March or April or something like that, and I know that's like fairly in the beginning of the year, but I think that I would like to discover more favorites before I did like a year-end favorites video. So look forward to that in 2014. So there's a couple favorites and some of them are fairly new, and I want to start off with the lippies that I got from e.l.f, the e.l.f Studio line. Let me grab them. The e.l.f Studio line moisturizing lipsticks, and I did a tutorial and I'm wearing two of them right now on my lips with a lip gloss over it, but it's Corel, Cutie, and Party in the Buff that I'm wearing on my lips. If you want to see more swatches and everything, I can show you them. I'll leave the link below to the video that I did, the haul that I did for e.l.f, and I'll just tell you quickly which colors that I did get. I got, like I said, Party in the Buff. I'll show you that really quick. That's Party in the Buff, and like I said, I'm wearing that with Corel Cutie, which is more of an orangey coral, which is why I toned it down a bit with Party in the Buff for today's everyday look. And pink Minx. It's pretty neutral, almost bubblegum pink. And like I said, for swatches, I will link the video down below. Flirty and Fabulous, which is a pretty hot pink. I don't know if it's not necessarily hot pink. It looks kind of hot pink, but it also looks like it could be a Barbie pink. Ravishing Rose. And there's another one I want to get that people were raving about. I didn't get it this time, but I'm going to pick it up. I forgot what it's called. And the last one I got was Red Carpet, which I'm wearing in that video for the e.l.f. haul. So definitely check that out if you want to see a swatch for that one. The next favorites are two brushes, and the first one is the e.l.f. Small Stipple brush. If you've seen a stipple brush, then you know it's kind of got that stipple brush feel to it. It's not too dense, but it's also not too soft. So it definitely does the job, and it's smaller, and I definitely like this one, and a lot of people say this one's better than their regular size stipple brush. And I really like this for a contour. I use it for a cream contour that I also use an e.l.f. product for, and it works really well for that purpose, and I use it on a daily basis. And the next one, I think it's called the Flat Top Buffer or something like that. I have the number. It's a Coastal Scents brush. It's BR110. I'm gonna post the name to it below, but this is the, as you can see, it's dirty because I used it today, but this is the brush that I use every day for foundation. And when I say every day, I mean every day. It doesn't let me down. It blends it so flawlessly, and I love it. And I do use a liquid foundation, but I'm pretty sure it works well with cream foundations as well. The next thing is a concealer. Actually, there's two concealers. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last favorites, but it's the e.l.f. Essentials concealer in a stick in light beige. I think I did. But I really love this concealer. As you can see, I need a new one. I said I was gonna get a new one, but I haven't. And I even put a order in place, but of course I was so blinded by the lipsticks that I forgot to get the concealer. But I definitely love this, especially to clean up my eyebrows. And also it's a great eyeshadow base if you don't have a base. I definitely recommend it, and it's only $1. The next concealer is a Maybelline. It's like a YouTube favorite. A Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Treatment Concealer. And the color is in light. And it's the one where it's got like a little fluffy ball thing on top. I don't use that for application. What I do is kind of squeeze a little bit on my hand and then tap it on my under eyes. And I definitely love it. It's my current favorite under eye concealer. It's the only one I use, and I really, really, really love it. Next is the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Black is Black. I'll show you really quick. Now, I was obsessed with e.l.f.'s gel liner for a long time, and then I don't know why I shied away from using that one. I definitely like it, but I really wanted to try this one because a lot of people said it was a really good gel liner. So I finally bit the bullet and bought it, and I really, really love it. I mean, I barely used any, and it's got a good amount of product. I mean, it's not so pricey. It's under $10, and I really, really love it. I love it, especially for the inner corners, because when I use one of those felt tip pencils or felt tip pens, when I use one of those felt tip pens in the inner corner, it always smudges on me because it doesn't dry fast enough. Well, with this one, since it doesn't have to necessarily dry so much, it stays in place, and I really, really like that with the small angled brush. Another one is a mascara. Well, there's two mascaras that I have to mention for my December favorites. This one's the Wet n Wild Mega Lengths Waterproof Mascara, and I really like this mascara. I have to get a new one, and I'll show you the brush. The brush is pretty, well, let me show you the packaging first of all. It's the one in the purple, and I'll show you the brush. It's really small and really thin, and the bristles are too, but I really, really like this brush. And it's weird because you would think that it wouldn't give you any length or volume because it's so tiny, but it really does. And I was like really blown away by how well it works because it's extremely affordable. The next one is the L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions, and in the color Carbon Black. Now, I know a lot of people mention this and a lot of people rave about it, but I've been kind of looking for a nice solid drugstore mascara. I know, it's so funny because I say I like ones, and then I try it and I use it and I love it, and then I get bored of it. I don't know what it is. I guess I haven't found my true drugstore mascara, but let me show you the brush. It's another thin brush, fairly thin, with the bristles that are shorter. But I really like the way it looks. It's the one I have on my eyes today. I don't know how well you can see with my camera and it's cloudy outside, but it's the one I have on my eyes today, and I just brought my mirror. Another favorite is a blush that everybody loves. Pretty much everybody knows about, and it's the, sorry, I'm so distracted by outdoors. I don't know why I'm so distracted by cars passing by outside. I don't know, it's because it's so pretty. It's snowing, and I know it's not gonna be pretty later when I have to go outside for work, but I think it looks so pretty when it's snowing, cars passing by. It's just really peaceful. Okay, so back to my favorites. This next favorite is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Mellow Wine. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm wearing this blush today and I absolutely love it. I think it's my favorite from Wet n Wild, the Color Icon series. This is the color, and these blushes are so extremely pigmented. I'll show you. I'm gonna do one swipe, and do you see that? Seriously, like that right there is amazing, especially for drugstore, and especially for the price. I really, really love this blush. I'm so glad that I watch YouTube videos because I probably never would have tried a lot of the Wet n Wild products, even though they're so amazing. I think a lot of people have that misconception because it's a cheaper brand that it's not gonna work well. Well, if you watch YouTube enough, you'll realize that Wet n Wild is not that brand. And my last monthly favorite, I know I haven't had a lot of monthly favorites for December, but you know, I use the same products every day when I go to work, so it's really hard for me to step out of my comfort zone of the same products that I use on a daily basis. So this one is an Equate Beauty Refreshing Cleansing Towelettes. These are the dupe for, let's see, Garnier Refreshing Remover Cleansing Towelettes, and I was going to buy some cleansing towelettes, and I'm definitely one of those people, if there's a off-brand that claims to do the same thing as a name brand and the price is a huge difference, then I'm gonna go with the e.l.f. brand. And let me show you the packaging. And this comes, these are oil free too, which is also a good thing because I do have oily skin. And there's 40 wet towelettes, and I haven't gone through these yet, but I absolutely love these. They smell so good. They are so refreshing. They are really refreshing. I love the way they feel on my skin, and they're not dry at all. You know, some people think that off-brand towelettes are gonna be dry. These are so not dry. Like, they're wet. Like, when I wipe my face, sometimes I have to like fan my face because that's how wet they are, and that's so amazing because I really hate drier towelettes, and people probably think because they're an off-brand they're not going to spend that much money in putting as much liquid into the towelette as the other brands, but it's definitely not the case with those. So I do recommend those if you're looking for a refreshing towelette and don't necessarily want to spend the price for the Garnier ones. So that pretty much brings me to the end of my December favorites. If you have any favorites that you want me to discover, please leave me a comment below. And also any suggestions for any videos that you want to see this coming year. I'm so excited for 2014 and I cannot wait to spend it with you guys. So looking forward to it, and thank you guys for watching. Also follow my media accounts. I will be listing those below as well. And again, thanks for watching and hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!